Hi, and welcome to JynDrawz. I'm Jen, and today I'm going to be showing you me drawing some gemstone hearts with the new Derwent Drawing Pencils, the full 72 set. And I'm going to be using that paper that I got with them. And as you can see, here are all the colors, 2 trays worth. And I did use marker for the base layer because it would have taken way too long to do this all in colored pencil. I am not that patient. This already did take about 2 hours, I believe. It was a while back that I drew this. I'm only now getting to the voiceover, but I still remember how much fun it was drawing out these heart shapes and using this image as a reference. I did not exactly copy the reference, I just used it for inspiration, and I freehand drew all these hearts. I didn't really, stick to all being the same size or same shape exactly. I just rough hand drew it out because I just wanted to play with the pencils on this paper some more and make an actual drawing with them. So here I am sketching it out, and the paper was really nice to use with the markers and pencils. I mean, I wouldn't do full marker illustrations on this paper because it would eat up a lot of the ink from those. So I wouldn't recommend that, but it is great for sketching and pencils on it. And what more can I say? I really had a lot of fun doing this. I suggest you try it as well. I will link the reference image down below. And I believe you should be able now to get to these Derwent Drawing Pencils in online shops or any local shop. I know there was a bit of a shortage for a while, but I think they've got that all caught back up by now. If not, they should be back in stock very soon. I did use a kneaded eraser to remove a lot of the pencil. As you can see, it's very light now and very faint because I didn't want the marker to be smearing out all that graphite, because that's, well, not pretty and not fun to have to deal with later on. I should have put down a scrap piece of paper around my paper, but I just went ahead and went over the paper and onto this plastic mat that I knew I could remove the ink later with just some rubbing alcohol, and that was going to be fine. I didn't really care too much because I knew it would come off, and if it stained a little, that's okay too. It's an art desk. I should show that I'm actually making art at my art desk, and there should be some war scars from all the art I've made on it. As you can see, the paper is really soaking up that ink, and that's why it's really streaky and everything, and that's why I would not recommend this paper for alcohol markers. And that's my opinion. I mean, go for it if you want to, but it would not be my recommended paper to use. I did try to color the hearts in the direction of where I wanted the gemstone features to be. And while you see me here coloring in, I'm going to have to say a big thank you to my Patreons, the free subscribers, the ones who pay a small monthly fee to support me. I want to thank you guys for sticking by me, sticking through this. I'm really trying hard to get more videos out and here on YouTube as well. I really appreciate you all, and everyone who follows me on YouTube, thank you so much as well. I really appreciate every single one of you, and I'm really hoping to grow this community here and get more of you drawing gems and jewelry and giving it a try and finding out how much fun it is and why I love it so much. And I hope my enthusiasm about how I like drawing gems and jewelry will pass on to you, or you can just enjoy watching me create art here on YouTube. And as you see here, with the markers, using those as a base, you can get a lot of the base work down and get to the colored pencils sooner, and getting these rendered into gemstone gem hearts and seeing what fun it is then to create all those different textures, because every one is made from a different type of gemstone. Some are more speckled, and I thought that was really fun to try and recreate using the colored pencils on top of this marker base, which worked out really well. And with all the colors I had to choose, it was pretty easy to find something similar to go over and create that rough rocky looking texture because they're not smooth like cut gemstones. These are very more rock and crustacean like, and yeah, it's really fun trying to recreate that on every single one of these. And each one has its own personality and its own thing, and I'm gonna let you guys watch here as I color these in and enjoy the whole process. And then I'll meet you at the end, telling you what my final thoughts are and some of the tips that I did at the end there to give a bit more something. Okay, here we go. We're in the final stretch. As you can see, the marker did not bleed through on the back side very much, and I decided I didn't like all the white gaps in between the gemstones, so I went in between all of them with this light gray pencil, filling it in, and see, you can see the texture of the paper. And this is for the exact reason why I didn't want to do these hearts only with colored pencil, because that will drive me crazy trying to fill in all of that. So I decided that's why I used the marker for the base layer. Now I've got the gaps all filled in with that gray, and then I'm going around each one of them with a darker color. I think this was like a black or a real dark charcoal gray color to indicate where the shadows will be. And then that way I don't forget where my light source is coming from, and I filled that all in so that they get this 3D effect. I then went around with, I think it was the black, and I filled that in because I wanted the shadows to be a lot darker and a lot more pronounced where they would be, because I have a next round where I'm going to be taking a colorless blender marker, and I'm going to be going over all of that colored pencil in between the stones. And yes, at first it looked like a hot garbage because that alcohol is still very wet on the paper, but just you trust the process and you go with it, and it turns out really awesome because it really kind of melts that pencil, so you get this really soft, smooth, kind of a shadow effect to it. It was really fun, but I did realize that I should have done first that light gray all with the the colorless blender, and then I should have done the shadows, because the moment that blender touched that black, it really smeared it out. So I had to go very carefully around all of them, avoiding the dark black shadow, and then I had to go back over the shadows to blend those out so they looked really nice. And I'm really happy that I took a gamble on doing this method because it turned out really well. And as you see, that marker is really blending out the colored pencil. It's really one of my favorite things to do. I didn't know if it would work with these pencils on this paper, but it did turn out really well, I think. Let me know if you've ever tried using a colorless blender on top of your colored pencil and using it for like as a blending tool. I really like it. I think it's pretty fun to do, and I have so many of those colorless blenders, and you can buy them in 3-packs for very cheap, so I don't mind if I wear one down using it on colored pencil, because I know it is not good for the marker. It really is bad because it clogs up the tip and everything, but I think the effects you can get to using it over colored pencil is a lot of fun. And now see, I'm going over the darker shadow there, and you see how well it all just blends it all out very effortlessly and makes it a very smooth, nice cast shadow around all those stones. I think that's really fun to do it like this. This is my way of working with it, and I think it's pretty simple, and you can get a really nice effect with it, and I suggest you give it a try as well. Be brave. And if you like my tips and tricks here, I do suggest you please like, comment, and follow my channel for more things like this. I'm going to be doing more experiments like this with colored pencils, alcohol markers. Those are my favorite mediums to work in. Probably also do some experiments with watercolor too. You never know, but mostly it's going to be with markers of some type, alcohol, acrylic, who knows, and then maybe using some colored pencil, because those just go hand in hand with alcohol markers, I think. And you might find some new tip or trick for you to try as well in your artwork, and or just to try in general. It's really fun, I think, to experiment with new mediums and to blend things out differently than what everybody else does. So if you like to learn those kinds of things, please do follow my channel. Those are the things I'm going to be doing, experimenting with, and of course all of my references are going to be probably gem or jewelry related, because that's what I really like a lot. And now I'm going to go in and I'm going to add some white highlights, and I think I used the Chinese white to add the highlights, and just to give them a bit of a shine, because these rocks were polished and they were a bit shinier in the reference photo than what I had currently on my paper rendered, so I gotta give them a little bit of bling bling. Of course, they need to shine a little. They are gems after all, so that's what I did here. And for the most part, I was able to get that highlight to go over the pencil, over the other colored pencil, and that the tooth of the paper wasn't filled that far just yet. I mean, yes, it did show better on others than some of them, because some of those rocks did have several layers of colored pencil, and I had filled the tooth quite a bit, but for the most part, I was able to add that nice white highlight with just the colored pencil and didn't have to use a gel pen or anything else, and I think that made it a bit more cohesive, and I'm really proud of how this turned out. I hope you like it as well. I'd like to know if you've got these pencils as well, or you're thinking about trying them, or maybe know an artist who would like them for Christmas. I think they would make a great gift. They are very versatile, and they are called drawing, and they are a bit more muted colors, but as you see here, you can still get some very bright colors and bright renderings using them, and I suggest you give them a try. They have a lot of sets. 12 I think is the smallest, so you can try those out. And I just used Ohuhu markers for the base layer, and those you can get very small sets of very cheaply as well. I suggest you try them. And if you made it to the end of the video, let's leave some sort of heart emoji in the comments down below, and I look forward to seeing you all in my next video and whatever adventures may lie there. So till next time, guys, bye!